my dear Sagittarius. This is a love reading for you, where the person most on your mind will have their true thoughts and feelings revealed by me, Queen of Cups Tarot. We will also look into what they would tell you if they had the guts or respect to tell you the truth with my deck, the Brutally Honest Oracle cards. And this will be a reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising Sign and Venus, Vedic or Tropical. And for Sagittarius, this will be a reading about what the person most on your mind are feeling for you and where the thoughts are at when it comes to you. And it can often be a conflict between head and heart, and this will be revealed here together with the most likely action that they will take when it comes to you and your relationship. I will also reveal what they would tell you if they dare to tell you the truth to your face. And for a cross-watcher, this reading will most likely be about where the Sagittarius person's thoughts and feelings are at. The reading can go both ways. The drama is the same, but it can be different castings to the different roles by the universe. And I usually read for the empath's side of the story. Also remember that the other person holds your shadow that you mirror out into the world so you can be able to see it. In the end, you need to use your own intuition and recognition to determine who is who in this general reading for you. I use the ANIMA MUNDI tarot, and I will start shuffling your cards. And when I open your deck here, I see the Five of Pentacles together with the Moon. So this person doesn't feel good at all about themselves and about the circumstances. They really feel that they have lost something important. I call the Divine with Love and Light. And here we have the Page of Cups and the Moon. So it seems like you're doing some inner child healing. Maybe what have gone down between you two have ripped up some old wounds when it comes to their inner child, but also to their own dignity. And I'm feeling they are like being in this ocean here below the moon and just a little bit shocked and very vulnerable at this point in time, being kind of thrown into old traumas that needs to be healed. So it's not a bad thing to be thrown into an old trauma, because as long as it's unhealed, this will continue happening again and again until you have healed it. So it's just pointing here, you need healing. Okay, so I call the four archangels in the four corners of the world. So we see Ace of Wands here, so it's going to grow something good out of this person's visit into their subconscious and into their own psyche and their own different archetypes, healing themselves, but also finding inspiration for how they want to continue into the future. So I call the 6 elements, and here we have the Four of Swords together with the Moon. So right now they are kind of cocooning themselves a little bit. They're just being here inside their own psyche, inside their own body, inside their own mind, just kind of digesting what they have been through, and maybe also the loss. If there has happened a loss between you two, this person is also trying to digest this. So most likely there's silence between you and this other person. I don't think they have the strength or the energy to reach out to you at this point. Maybe not to reach out to anyone at this point. And they need this time to heal and digest what they have been through. Okay, so I will just tune into you and to the person most on their mind, and I want to see where their mind are at when it comes to you, and also their feelings that they have for you, and the most likely action that they will take when it comes to you and your relationship. Okay, so this will be the most likely action that they will take towards you and your relationship. This is their feelings towards you and your relationship, and this is where their mind are at. And we have the Magician here together with the Hermit and the Knight of Cups. So I'm thinking this is a kind of a very healing moment for this person. They are looking at inside themselves and their own heart, obviously here, and who they love and what they love and what's making them happy, and making plans or ideas is coming into their head about how to go about things into the future. And this is their feelings. And we have an 8 of Pentacles, the Hangman. So I'm seeing a willingness. They want to cooperate with you, but currently their hands are tied. And it has to do with they need to integrate certain parts of themselves. They need to come to a place of self-respect and self-love. So maybe at the time being, they're a little bit isolated in themselves, but there's a karma here that needs to be healed. And we are doing this again and again until we get really skilled at it. And it's almost like building bridges here between people or beavers. Okay, so, and this is the future. And here we see the Hierophant. The Hierophant is more ready to take responsibility. But we can also see that this person has certain amount of pride. There might be residues of an old survival skill of theirs. How they have survived their childhood trauma is to be victorious, and 6 of Wands, 7 of Wands, fighting for themselves, keeping maybe people on arm's length distance, seeing to fulfill their needs, and maybe being a little bit prideful. But in the same time, their soul is involved in all this. And the Hierophant is also finding keys to spiritual growth. So we'll see where it goes with this. It can go towards more responsibility, or a person going towards being more and more maybe egocentric. Sometimes this is necessary for a person to become egocentric for a while to heal their inner child. So we'll see where it goes when we see the rest of the cards. And this is what's on their mind. And we have the King of Wands, we have the Magician there, and here we have the Ace of Swords. I feel they think that the world is a struggle, and to be alive here on earth is a struggle, and they are really putting up a real good fight. Okay, Magician, King of Wands, Ace of Swords. I'm feeling a little bit like they're alienating themselves from other people, and maybe making them not into enemies per se, but they are preparing to protect themselves against anyone. That's what I'm feeling with the King of Wands here and the Ace of Swords. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. So that's karma, this trauma, karma, what we saw with the Moon and the 8 of Pentacles among else, that's catching up with them. We also have 10 here, 1 plus 0, 1, Ace of Swords, 1, the Magician. So it's like a new cycle here, but it's a little bit the old theme. 8 of Cups and 10 of Wands. So in this now, when they feel this vulnerable and like old trauma and karma has catched up with them, they are alienating themselves from you, and they might refuse to answer you or to text you back, or all the sadness that they are feeling, from what I feel is a separation, is something that they hold inside. They don't want anyone else to know that they are feeling like this, and they are putting up this strong it's a facade, but it's also a survival strategy. It's normal. People need to have this. Most people, when they have a fallout with someone, they go their separate ways. They protect themselves, and they say, I won't go back into that situation because it wasn't healthy for me. So even if you were in the wrong, they were in the wrong, it doesn't matter. This is a natural natural reaction from a person in this kind of situation. But I'm still feeling that they're a little bit overly protective of themselves, and this is often resulting in a person seemingly having a very cold heart. That's not true, but on a surface level it can look like this, because this person is trying to put up a fight and protect themselves and put distance between themselves and you probably, and holding back any natural impulses, these white flowers here, to connect, because they're trying to know this has been taking a lot of energy from me, so I will not reach out. So they're holding this everything inside. Both these cards is about this karma, and it's like a boomerang. So the 8 of Cups, we walk away, and then maybe we start to forget or forgive, or it's time for another lap on the merry-go-round, and we are being sucked back, and then we're fighting ourselves away from that challenge again, because it was love there, but it was also a lot of complications. So we are fighting our way, like getting out of there, and then we are being drawn back in. So on and off, on and off. And it's a 10, 1 plus 0 again, 1. So we have a lot of ones here. 1, 1, 1, 1. And the Ace of Swords with the 8 of Cups kind of shows that this person has decided to walk away, or to stay away from you, or block you, or not give you any more of their time or energy. But inside you are getting a lot of time and energy, of course. This is just the person trying to do what's right for them and to move on into maybe a calmer future without the kind of hassles that have been in the past. So looks like that. Okay. So we're looking at their emotional level. And here we have an Ace of Wands. So Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, and it comes around this King of Wands. So you might be dealing with a Leo, another Sagittarius, or an Aries person, but it doesn't have to be that way. It's just it's the personality of the person, that they are strong and determined. We have the Creator, the Magician. So they're really trying to create a better life for themselves, a new beginning of sorts. And here we have the Empress. So this indicates that they have a very strong connection with you, or that they love you, that they feel that you are the one, and that you're a very nurturing person in their life. Even if they haven't, with the darkness around, they might have some mother issues, and they're trying to protect themselves against you right now, as it seems. So I will take oracle cards from the Brutally Honest Oracle deck to see what it is, their opinion there a little bit. My surrounding didn't approve. So that might have been part of the challenge that you two have faced, that in some way maybe the surrounding didn't approve about the relationship, or they feel that their surrounding didn't approve about them. Maybe you didn't approve of them. And this might be why they are putting up so much protection. I was lost. So when a person is lost, we might do things that we wouldn't do if we were more anchored or safe or calm. So when we are lost, we can become a little bit childish and overreactive and dramatic. I love you more than I want to admit. And this we can see now. They love you probably a great deal, but they're trying to suffocate it due to wanting less problems. And here they say, I played you. And we can see this a little bit with the Magician here and the Hermit, that we have this love that's being shared here, but they are choosing to instead maybe act like a player or a trickster. Maybe that's easier for them. So what I'm seeing here might be why they are scared of you, might have a lot to do with guilt, that they have behaved in ways that weren't really proper, and that maybe even their friends have said that it was a shitty move of them to behave like this, or where did that person go? You seem to be such a good match, and they kind of know that they have done you wrong here, but they say it was because they are lost, and they also love you more than they want to admit. So there's a resistance here towards the love that they feel for you. They probably don't want to feel any love for you. That's what I'm seeing here. But they are very passionate about you anyway. But the Ace of Wands is sometimes also anger, particularly when it comes with the Ace of Swords. It has a certain edge to it. So it feels like this person is in survival mood. They are not thinking about you, or like what's good for you, or how they can heal situation with you. They're more at this point here. They are thinking more about how they can defend themselves against you, or win against you. And here we have the Six of Swords. Six of Swords is overcoming problems, but I'm getting the sense there's a lot of problems to overcome. And the Six is also connected with the Lovers card. So they probably say that your relationships is filled with problems, and to move away from these problems, like fly away from this problem, is the easiest for them to do. And there we have the Queen of Wands. That's probably you. And the Eight of Swords. So we can see the King of Wands coming with the Queen of Wands. That usually points to soulmate relationship. Unfortunately, with heavy karmic complication, we have the Wheel of Fortune karma, Eight of Cups, Eight of Swords, Eight of Pentacles. So they don't know how to deal with you, and they don't know how to step away from this overly, maybe a little bit overly protective attitude that they have, and get close to another human being. I'm not seeing that they have like a big problem with this. It's a normal childhood trauma that makes people feel that they can't trust other people fully, and therefore there becomes a lot of misunderstandings and complications, and a lot of distance between people, because we are suspecting that the other is doing something that will hurt us in the end, and we are withdrawing. Or when another person is upset with us, we take it really seriously, we become dramatic, and we want to escape. So it's more normal things like this I'm seeing, and it's just human complication, how we complicate things for ourselves that should be easy, but because of our old trauma, we are overreacting and creating a lot of drama in a situation that even they didn't have to be drama there. They didn't have to act like a player magician. They didn't have to protect themselves against you, probably. I'm seeing maybe you are a little bit like judgmental of them at this point. You see a lot of things that they have done wrong, but I don't think you're not like their executioner. You're more like, ugh, why did you do that? I wonder, I want my answers. So it doesn't seem that it should be so hard to face you and sort these things out. But as we saw in the beginning, this person is not in that kind of stage right now. They are more in the stage of the little Page of Cups, floating around in their inner ocean of old memories, traumas, karmas, their subconscious, different archetypes. They're trying to sort out, why do I feel like this? Why am I reacting like this? What have happened to me that I have forgotten, and how can I heal this? So I don't think they are truly available for you, or not putting too much effort into fixing anything with you. Also because they feel very judged by you, so they think it's no idea. Probably a lot of guilt involved in that viewpoint. Okay, so this is the how they will act towards you in the relationship. And we have the Star card. So with the King of Wands, Ace of Wands, the Star, I think the passion of this relationship still exists. There's still this bond. where we feel connected with a person, either we like it or not. So it's almost like star-crossed lovers, and because of stupid misunderstandings and people's overreactiveness or drama, or like, if you do that to me, you will never see me again, kind of thing. You are now like star-crossed lovers. Okay, unnecessarily, I would say. And here we have the Two of Wands. So the Empress, it's I feel like they have a deep need for you that they want to deny and show that they actually do not need you. And this again connects to their childhood trauma, where they needed someone that wasn't there for them. So they are just going through an old drama from way back, and they're doing it with you. But it's healthy for this person to do this. It's hurting you, but they are being faced with the same emotions and get like a second chance to look at this and what it's bringing up, and how can I heal this, and how can I move on from this, how can I become a more grown up, a more healthy person. So they're using you as this actress in their drama, and your role is a very important one. You're playing the role of the one that should have loved them but didn't. So that's how they are viewing you, even if that's not true. But we live not from reality, we live from our fears. So we don't see the other person for who they are, we see them for what we fear that they are, and that's normal in our world. And they see you as this person from the past, they don't see you as the person you are right now. But it's healthy. It's going to lead to probably healing, at least in certain parts, as much as this person has capacity to heal at this point, or get epiphanies enough to realize where their pain are at, and why is it there, and what can I do about it, and how can I react in better ways in the future, take better care of myself so I don't overreact to things and destroy my own possibilities. So it's sad for your relationship, but it's good for the person right now. They're acting like they're protecting themselves from you, and that is good, because that's their inner child protecting themselves and saying, I don't need this grown-up that wasn't there for me anyway. I will take care of myself. So for that little entity, that's a good thing. And here we have the Five of Wands. This looks a little bit more complicated. It's a little bit martyrdom involved in all this, and very likely that they would want you to run after them and continue the drama. So that's not the best way to do things. To break this cycle, help them break their cycle, is to stop having the drama. So if they want to run away from you and blame everything on you and say you are so judgmental, you never loved me anyway, and I just played you, don't try to run after and kind of convince them something else, because they will that's what they're expecting, and if you would do that, they will continue blaming things on you. That's not going to help them. They need to sort this out on their own inside themselves, instead of projecting this onto you. So with one hand, they will hold you away and say, in their soul, they long for you. With one hand, they will say, stay away from me. I need to protect myself from you. With the other hand, they're kind of inviting you to, like they're throwing words or energy into the mix, so that you will be agitated and maybe come and have an argument with them, or try to convince them on something that they are wrong and you are right, or they will convince you that you are wrong and they are right. And this is unnecessary, is what I'm feeling here, because let this person stay with this childhood trauma. Don't take the role as the person that once caused the drama or trauma. It's not who you are, and you are not to blame in this situation. So keep away from their flickering, like either they would want to block you or draw you into drama, or block you or draw you into a drama. Stay away from that. It's not necessary. Let this person have their drama on their own. Put yourself on a safe distance and deal with your own issues at this time, and leave them to deal with this. And here we have a 3 of Cups. So again, I'm seeing they're kind of longing after you, and they probably want to trigger you so that you will come with some kind of love towards them. Maybe this is their mother that didn't comfort them when they were small, and so they are closing the door to that mother, but in the same time they want her to come so they can scream at her, and then they can be like friends again or family again, or they will feel loved again. 3 of Cups, 3, the Empress. So the mother energy there. And Justice. Yes, they would want justice from you, but I don't feel you are to blame for this situation. So they are not going to be able to get this justice from you. They need to solve this either with the person that actually caused the trauma in the first place, or within themselves. So I'm feeling again this pride here, that they will try to overimpose like a picture on you or a role on you that is not really yours to have. And they are doing so in an attempt to heal their inner child, but it's not going to help your relationship or them. So to stay out of this, I used you as supply, and we are a bad match. For me, money is important, and I've felt like this before. They are they're trying to make themselves like more dignified, like you are someone they just use. So they use you a little bit like a football. If you think soccer, like someone to kick on, and you are too dignified to be kicked on, and you see the reality here as it is, and you see this person going and coming back and going and coming back and blocking you and arguing with you, and 10 Major Arcana card, 11 Major Arcana card. You also see that they have like this need of growing up. So all these things that they throw at you, that they use you as supply, you are nothing to them, you're just someone they use. It's because they want to diminish your value. And for me, money is important. So they try to find another way to get love from the mother archetype, and that's with money, because nature is the big symbol for femininity, and she holds every natural resources on earth that can be monetized. So when we can't get love from our mother, we try to be successful with money. So this person is maybe focusing a lot on money and being a little bit prideful, and I will be successful, I will come back and you will regret your ways. And then they say we are a bad match, and that's probably because they are imprinting their image of their parent and probably a feminine archetype on you. It can be a masculine archetype for some as well, like you are my father, you are my mother. And therefore, of course, you're a bad match. You can't date your parents. And they never felt like this before. I wonder what it is that they are actually feeling. They have felt like this before. They have felt like this when they were a kid, together with the person that should have been there for them the most. And maybe they were very sensitive and they needed more from this person. Doesn't mean that a parent did wrong. It's just sometimes it's life getting in the way here. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. As a clarification part, I never felt like this before. Maybe they are feeling something with you that they didn't expect to feel together with you. And they had like another idea of who their soulmate should be. It's obvious that you're soulmates with these cards there, but this person is resisting it, and I feel like they are surprised. They are surprised that they feel this for you, and that you get so important inside their inner quarrel that they have with you. They're quarreling with you on a daily basis, and they wonder why is this. So I'm feeling a little bit like shock. A person that they didn't expect this. They didn't expect them to feel like this, maybe from your separation, for example. So how are you supposed to deal with this? And we have deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. We have both I played you and I used you as supply. So even if this person has kind of a normal level of self-preservation, this with them trying to degrade you and make you unimportant, because this person that they have overimposed on you was so super important, and it hurt them that this person wasn't there for them, is making them acting in very shady ways towards you. So I think the best thing for you is to keep a distance towards this person while they are going through this healing process, and maybe at a later stage when they have come to their senses and they don't make you into their mother or their father or anything like that, maybe then your relationship could have a better chance. With the Justice and Wheel of Fortune, hopefully there's a divorce, but I'm more seeing that it's a karma that needs to be solved between you two. Playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. So 3 of Cups. For those of you that really wants this person, the times you meet, try to make those times not about conflict and drama, but actually just meet when you both are in good mood and are happy. And all other times you could go to your different places or separate, or one can go to the cabin in the forest and the other one can stay at home. Whatever you can do to not have to deal with each other's inner child healing and things like this would put a lot of smudge on this relationship. So don't let them hurt you. Don't let them create drama inside your relationship. Say, okay, I'm feeling you're a little bit upset with me right now, so it doesn't seem to be able to have a good time. I will leave for now. You can call me when you are in a better mood, for example. Sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it's truly sacred. I'm feeling a little bit nauseated when I'm reading this. I'm seeing it's true with the cards, but I'm also seeing that you are being very badly treated. It's almost like you're being persecuted, or like painted out to be a witch, or like a warlock, or someone that has this evil power over them, and that they're blaming a lot of stuff on you. And you're just sitting there, but I don't know what's happening. What they are acting like this, it's making me crazy. But you're not seeing. You don't seem to mix yourself so much in the drama. You're just like a question mark is what I'm feeling. So it's a sacred union, like probably like your soulmates, but they are not acting like this. They are acting like you are trash, and that's not a sacred union relationship from my point of view. But from divine point of view, maybe it's still is healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. So the divine has, as always, great hope for this relationship. I see you being victimized in truly unnecessary ways, that it's degrading, and I want you to stay away from the drama. Take care of yourself. Let this person grow a little bit on a distance, and give them consequences for when they are acting childish towards you. Then don't let them have access to you. Sorry, these are the stupid cards. They are the same as the other cards, but it's about the author and things like that, about the guardian angels. Okay. Maybe. Yes. It's probably about the deck, but since this wants to come so stubbornly, we each have at least one guardian angel who lovingly oversees all the events of our lives. Guardian angels are messengers of light whose divine mission is to protect and guide humanity along its sacred journey. Their love for each of us is unconditional, so no matter what you do or don't do, you're always worthy of their love. Every event in life presents us with a new opportunity to experience ever greater love. There is a jewel to be found within every teardrop. Trust, we, your angels, are guiding the current events. This is the time in which you and those close to you will emerge strengthened by ever greater bonds of love. Trust, there is nothing to fear, there is only love. So why this person is acting like this overreactive person that's placing all blame on you and trying to hurt you in the way that themselves have gotten hurt, it's because you mean so much to them. But I'm not really buying it. Just because someone pulls my hair doesn't mean that they are in love with me. Okay, so you need to take this in a sane and adult way, and know that there's a soul connection between you two, that the divine sees is important, and they see the opportunity for healing between you two, and you obviously need to be the bigger person here, because the other person is so deep into their inner child healing that they can't even separate you from the one that hurt them in this lifetime or another lifetime. And maybe you have some karma, maybe you have acted like this towards this person in a past life, and now you're here to fix it, and you have learned so much, so you can guide this person back from the moon-filled landscape of their subconscious, where they need to be and figure things out, but maybe you can guide them through. Okay, so my dear Sagittarius, I hope this was helpful. I'm now doing personal and spiritual growth readings for the members to my channel, for those of you that wants more readings about your own personal and spiritual growth. And I also do personal readings for the full members to my channel. So subscribe and then check this out through the join button, or follow the link in the description box to learn more about this membership. Okay. So until next time, take really good care and stay blessed. Bye-bye.